I think that we are live now. I'm just checking in right here, see if you guys can hear everything. Oh, there we go. And you just gotta turn off the YouTube. Yeah, we are live now. Sorry about that. We had to switch cameras, seeing that everyone is. Yeah, we are live. If you guys can't hear me well, or if it doesn't sound good, just let me know in the comments and I will see them in real time. And we're gonna start this Tea and Tarot Tuesdays outright. I'm just listening to see. It sounds a little echoey, but I think we're gonna be okay. Someone says, yeah, I can hear you. If anyone can hear me or anything, just say hi in the comments. We'll see how everything is going. My name is Foxy Divine, and today we are going to be talking about the Ten of Wands, or the Ten of Staves, as some people call it. Really excited about this card today, because a lot of times when people talk about tarot cards, the first thing that they talk about is the major arcana, and today we're going to be talking about the minor arcana. Oh, hey. I'm just reading some comments. A lot of people are saying hi, grabbing Viking tea. That sounds delicious. So when you do a reading in there, anything I need to do to get one? Yeah, for readings, I'm not doing free readings today. Today is our Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. That's where I'm going to be talking about the cards. You can learn lessons, maybe some life lessons, some wisdom. Today it's like my little TV show I have where it's interactive. You can ask me questions about the tarot cards.
It sounds very like reverby.
Okay.
So is there something on there that needs to be?
You gotta click 75. So click it once. Sorry about that, you guys. So click it once and then turn it down to where the volume should be like at a 4. Sorry about that, you guys. We're trying to still figure this out. Bear with us. Thank you. Lovely boyfriend is checking everything to see if it looks good and sounds good. So yeah, today we're not doing readings. Today we are going to be talking Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. I do readings every full moon, and that is where you can that's where you can get the readings one question. If you want to book a one-on-one reading to where it's like 4K footage like this, or on the phone or email, go ahead and message me, and we can set up a one-on-one reading. And like I said, I do phone, I do, yes, probably got to turn down the fan too.
It's just really echoey, like reverby, like there's like you're in a ton, like you're in something.
Oh, is it? Did you turn down the volume so it says like 4 on?
Yeah, it says 4.
Did you click the thing where it says 75?
Yeah.
Go also turn off the fan, and that'll help. So I don't know why that's happening then. But yeah, today, if you want to book a reading, just let me know. We can do it there. Today we're going to be talking about the Ten of Wands, and like I said, the Ten of Wands is it's about having all that weight on you. It's about it's possibly having too much on your shoulders. I can talk about delegation. So there is a lot there we're going to be talking about, so I'm super excited. If you guys want to take a moment to share this with any of your friends, or subscribe to my channel, because when you subscribe, then you get to keep up with all this cool witchy content. Okay, so to start off, let's do a light breathing exercise. Alright, hang on 1 second. Turn this down. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. Alright. Let's close our eyes and let's take 3 slow breaths together. All right, let's take a deep breath in and then out. Deep breath in and then out. One more deep breath in and then out. Okay, open your eyes. And we're going to talk about the Ten of Wands. I'm just going to let my boyfriend know another thing I think that's wrong with the thing. I think what happens is the black was supposed to go in first. And then
switch it right now.
Yep.
2 seconds.
We're just going to switch it and see if you guys can hear, so bear with us for like 10 seconds. 1 second. Switch it. 1 second. We are just figuring out the mic situation.
Really need to figure that out. Like we need to.
Cool. All right.
See if they can hear you.
All right. Can you guys hear us or hear me now? Sorry about
So
that.
you want to add 75?
Yeah. And it's turned on? Cool. The sound didn't come through, I think, because it wasn't going through the mic. It's not going through this, it's going through the camera. Thanks, you guys. It's probably an OBS, because what's happening is it's coming through the camera and it's not coming through the main
Right
mic.
here.
Yep. Digital
Turn it
interface.
on 4K.
Oh.
That's what it's on. 4K. Done.
Sorry about that. I'm just going to go through this one and we're going to figure that out later. And we're not going to worry about the sound anymore because it's okay for now. Today, like I said, we're going to be talking about the 10 of Wands. And for anyone that's new here, like I said, this is Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. Every single Tuesday, I'm going to be doing these live. The sound will be better next time. Again, we seem to be having some sound issues sometimes because it's a whole new setup and I'm not quite sure this is happening, but we're going to figure it out. But for now, thank you for bearing with us and checking in every single Tuesday. It's just going to get better and better from here. So, that being said, most people like to talk about the major arcana cards, and the major arcana cards are like, the Fool, the Magician, all these different cards that have major parts of their lives. The minor arcana can still be, huge parts in your life, but maybe they're not as heavy hitter. That's why, like in the major arcana, they have the Death card, or they have the Temperance, or the World. All these are like heavy hitters. The minor arcana can still be applicable to your life, but different ends of them. Kind of like maybe the everyday kind of life. And that's why today I wanted to talk about the 10 of Wands. So if anyone has a tarot deck, this is the time where I encourage you to go look in your tarot deck right now and look up the 10 of Wands, or look it up on Google or on your phone and see what the 10 of Wands means. So typically with the 10 of Wands, you'll see a person with 10 wands or 10 staffs on their back, and they're like having this heavy workload, and it's all about like them, carrying all of this weight on their shoulders. So this goes into two different meanings. One part, it can mean you need to learn to delegate. That's, you see how that's still something that's important to your life. It might not be a major arcana card, but in a minor arcana sense, that is still important. So one thing I want for you guys to meditate on is what is one thing that you need to learn to delegate? How can you switch on these responsibilities to someone else? Is it maybe like you need to do something with your partner and they can do this, or XYZ where you can do more? Is it school stuff? Is it business stuff? So think right now, what is something that you can delegate inside of your life and pass those responsibilities on? The second thing it can mean, besides the having too much on your shoulders, it can also mean, knowing that sometimes life takes work and committing to that, because it can talk about that success. A lot of times people, when they're thinking about success or school or XYZ, like, that's gonna be a lot of work. And like, that's the first thing they say, is that's gonna be a lot of work. It's like, get the fuck over it. Like, life takes work. In order to have success, you need to have work. And the 10 of Wands energy can hint towards that, to say like, this is going to be a long haul. There is success in there, but knowing that it's going to take a lot of energy, but knowing that that's okay, because that's what it takes, And I want all of you to meditate right now. What is something that you want to do, but you're afraid of the workload, but that ultimately it would cause you success? What is one thing right now? It could be a painting. It could be a business venture. It could be it could be a relationship. And like you saying, this will take work. And the Ten of Wands, if you really want to meditate with this energy, pull out the Ten of Wands card out of your tarot card or look it up online. But knowing you see the person with that heavy workload and being able to commit because you know success is better than you not doing it. You can't afford not to be successful. And that's where when you see the Ten of Wands in a reading, like if you're doing a reading or someone else is reading for you and it comes up, it can say there's going to be a lot of work. It can say there's going to be a lot you have to commit to, but it's like I believe the Latin word is opus maximum, which means like one's life's work. And whenever I see this card in a reading, I tell people, yes, you do have a lot on your plate, but it's going to help you towards your success. Again, it can also mean too much on your back. So when it comes up in a reading, depending on surrounding cards and different features like that, it can also mean like you have way too much on your shoulders and you need to take some of that weight off. So I'm going to read some comments right quick. Dusty says, nursing school and training for drug abuse counseling, financial stability. That's awesome. If that is something that you know is going to be a lot of work, but it's going to lead to your success ultimately, and really committing to yourself. If you need some help, maybe if you have a tarot deck or like on your background of your phone, maybe look up the Ten of Wands and put it as your background and say, I'm committing to this so that I can be a better me. I'm committing to this so that I can lead to my success. TJ Wolf says, I'm an idiot. I've been looking on Facebook for this. Forget this is on YouTube now. That's all right. We're making the platform change. I'm not on Facebook now for a while. I don't know why they just took down my account and all my business accounts without any warning. They just kind of like took it off. I didn't even get a, hey, you did this thing. I think an AI, like the artificial intelligence, kind of just took my account down because, I don't know, something happened that triggered it. But I've heard of these horror stories as well. But yeah, I'm here now on YouTube only on Tuesdays and on full moons. Today we're talking about the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands, like if you ever look it up in your tarot deck or look it up on Google, the Ten of Wands, you'll always see someone with like a big load on their back, and the energy that this teaches, it's a double-edged sword. Two things. One, it can mean like you can have a heavy workload, and you need to learn to delegate. Because in business, the number one thing that I've learned to be a successful business is the art of delegation. And too many people don't know how to delegate. Too many people are just like, let me just do it myself, right? And that's the first thing that our ego does, is it goes, let me just do it myself. And granted, I know how it goes, where you're just like, only you can do it the best. But sometimes you need to learn to delegate these responsibilities. Is it bookkeeping? Is it something with the kids? Is it house cleaning? Is it hours in your business? Is it advertising? What is something that you can delegate in your business, your life, your job, your anything like that? What is something that you can learn to delegate right now? So that's, again, that card, the Ten of Wands, talks about the art of delegation. The second thing we are talking about is how it can say committing to that work, because a lot of times when people are starting off on working on a relationship, starting a business, in addition to a business, XYZ, the first thing they say is, that's going to be so much work. And yeah, it fucking is. But it's being able to commit to that and not being afraid of work and not having like resistance to more work, knowing that more work can lead to your success. Now, I'm not saying like work yourself like a dog and just go continuously. I'm saying like evaluate when it's okay, because the Ten of Wands energy is also that opus maximum, and it can talk about you being able to you being able to build oneself up and knowing that it does take hard work. When you look at this card, you see the person again holding the wands, and they're going up this high mountain, and they know it's going to be work, but they know it's going to change their life. Again, on the flip side, depending on like surrounding cards, it can also mean like you need to delegate because you're doing too much. That's the thing with tarot. You got to pay attention to surrounding cards. All right, I'm going to read comments right quick. Dusty says my sobriety too. Again, it can be a hard thing, but the fact that you're starting that journey and doing your Opus Maximum, it can lead to your success. Sorry that your account was deleted. It's okay. It wasn't deleted. It's just not available right now. But it will be soon, and I'm excited for that. So yeah, what are some other things that you guys maybe are working on, or where you need to delegate tasks, or where you are working on one's life's work? Few other exercises I want to tell you guys is make sure if you want to meditate on this card, look up the meaning of the card, as well as look up it on your phone, or take out the card, put it on your altar, and meditate with the meaning of the Ten of Wands. Because too many people, when they start tarot, they focus just on the major arcana, but they forget the life's lessons of the minor arcana. And for you to be able to work with that energy can help you to have the big success. I'm working out on my anger and frustration. That takes a long time. I'll let you know, so be patient with yourself. Know that working on your anger and frustration is a slow route, but I'm proud of you for starting that. And it's just being able to say no to anger, because anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Because with anger, we're just poisoning ourselves. And the sooner I figured that out, the less and less and less I started to freak out and have frustration and anger myself. And realizing that anger just takes up time, when you can do like so much more in your life when you release anger. So I'm super excited for you to be able to start that. Maybe that your anger is your Opus Maximum right now, and knowing it will take work. Like Wolverine from X-Men, yeah, but he eventually learned to control his anger. It just took time, and he started that journey. Maybe not at first, but then he got there. So let's review again. And again, anyone that's joining in, welcome to Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. We're working on our sounds still, so please be patient. We're gonna have this figured out hopefully by next week, and go from there, and see why it doesn't sound as good. But we're gonna find out. So thank you for bearing with us. Also, if anyone wants to book a reading, let me know, and we can do a 4K footage reading. We can do phone, we can do email, whatever you want, really. And then also like my Instagram, check it out, or subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to have a lot of cool witchy content coming up and free readings on full moons. So let's review everything that we talked about today. One, the Ten of Wands. It talks about having all that stress on your back and being able to delegate that stress. And I want for you guys to meditate this week. What is something that you can really pass that stress on to? Can someone do your bookkeeping? Can someone do house cleaning? Can someone advertise for your business? Can someone help you with schoolwork? Can someone take care of the kids? Whatever it is, learn to delegate those things, and learning the art of delegation in your life, no matter how small. Because if that one thing freed up 10 minutes out of your week, that's 10 minutes that you have to build yourself. Next thing is committing to work and knowing that things take time, and not being afraid of the resistance to working, and looking at your life's work and saying, does this help me out in the end? Let's see, I'm going to read some comments right quick. This is the year of testing us all. Exactly, that 2020, it's that starting off, it's that zero energy. I agree with that. Do you think I am too young to worship Norse gods, Foxy? Not at all. I think it's perfect. I know people that start off on the womb, like coming out, and they have like little Odin protection symbols on them. I know, 5-year-olds who worship Norse gods. So not at all. Just as an adult would, so can you. So that's perfect that you are. I don't think you're too young to worship Norse gods. It's whatever you have connection to the divine is your connection to the divine. But yeah, that is today's lesson on Tea and Tarot Tuesdays, the Ten of Wands. I want everybody to at least look it up, meditate with it. Look up on Google meaning of the Ten of Wands. Look up, if you have the card out, bring it out and put it on your altar. And then you can help yourself to really attune to that energy. What can you delegate and what can you work on that helps you to increase your life and helps you to have your Opus Maximum, or your one's life's work? And that's really what came to me today I want to share with you guys. If you want to join my email list, send me a DM on Instagram. If you want to book a reading, let me know. Again, we can do phone, we can do like this, however you want. I love doing readings. I'm full-time. I'm booked all of this week, and I'm not free until Saturday. And then I have a few openings on Monday, but other than that, I'm completely booked, and I'm going into next week. But if you want to book a reading, we can do video chat, we can do phone chat or email, and I'd love to give you a half hour or a full hour. It's up to you. And check out my videos. I did a pick a card for September. It's still valid. You can look in the video thing right there, look up the September pick a card, and pick one of the piles, and that will give you guidance for the week towards like another reading. Let's see here. Love the ponytail, thanks. TJ says, I need help with productivity, to be honest. I help with that. I actually do help with life coach for productivity for people, but something that can help you to be more productive, I'll just give you like a little insight right quick. Look up a book called The Power of Habit. There we go. That's like a good like starter. If not, you can either look up productivity techniques, or if you want to do like a cool productivity life coach thing, I'll give you like a whole system that I give my clients. But in the meantime, something that can help you is look up The Power of Habit. That doesn't have any like spiritual things in it. It's all science, but it's super helpful. And what The Power of Habit says is it talks about like the neuroplasticity in your brain and like the neurons connection, like it gets on a neuron level, which is super cool. And it talks about like, you know how sometimes you go on an autopilot when you drive, or you're pulling out of your driveway of your car. It's things that you do. It's brushing your teeth. It's in the shower. It's anything. Oh, hey, Luna. It's anything like that. And The Power of Habit teaches you that with these habits that we build up inside of our brain, the power of habit. Yep. With these habits we build up in our brain is, again, it takes 21 days to start or break a habit. It takes 28 days to solidify the habit. And what's happening is that we are building up the neurons in our brain to be able to accept this as a habit and to accept it as truth. So let's think like this. With brushing your teeth, pulling out your car, you go into autopilot, your brain starts to do thing on the regular because you've trained it to where it just started to become something. Kind of like how people with like Alzheimer's or something like that, where they can just play music even though they've forgotten everything else, because the power of habit, it is imprinted into their brains, and it's how you can create all these new habits. But yeah, look up The Power of Habit, and I believe that will help you. Anyone that's just joining in, hey, I'm Fox Divine. Make sure you click that subscribe button to check out more of this witchy content. We're talking about the Ten of Wands today. We are talking about committing to work. We're talking about delegation. Anyone that has the Ten of Wands energy, or not has the energy, I got Ten of Wands energy. Anyone that wants to look up what the Ten of Wands does, check that out. Look it up on, like I said, Google. You can just type in Ten of Wands, or get an app for it, or what I like, just bring it out in your deck, look up the card, and put it out there. And what the Ten of Wands is just to like, why I love tarot so much is it's very pictorial. That means that when you look at it, you can kind of just be like, I see what they're doing there. Not for all decks, like if it's like a baseball deck or a superhero deck or whatever, it'll just be like, what the fuck? I don't get it. Why is Batman there? But typically in like Brighter Wheat style, you look at the picture and you can be like, aha, I see what this means. And when you look at the Ten of Wands, the visual depiction it has is you see that person with that huge load, right? And depending on surrounding cards or any other things in the work, on one end, it can mean like you have a heavy workload. It can mean like you have so much on you and you need to learn the art of delegation. You need to have someone help you with your bookkeeping, with your advertising, with your promotion, with XYZ, maybe at your homework, with your kids or whatever. You have too much on your plate. The other thing it can mean is the opus maxim, or one's life's work. It can mean success, and it can mean committing to work and not being resistant to work. And it can talk about like, know that this, like when you see the card, you see a person and he has this big bundle and he's going up this path in this mountain, and it's going to be a lot of work for him to bring this 10 sticks up the mountain, but knowing it's that committing to it. Like when you look up the 10 of Wands, it can mean success, but success driven by like an abundance of work. So that's why I wanted to bring in like this card today. And I drew it earlier, and it just started unfolding. And that's typically when I do these, is like I'll meditate the day of or day before, see this message that comes to me, and then share it with you guys. And that's something that I felt called to today. So again, I want everyone to, if you have a tarot deck, your homework of the week is to look, or any divination you have, think of the one that means like workload. But tarot specifically, get the card out of your deck, put it on your altar, and meditate on it. And ask yourself, here are like the prompts I want you guys to ask yourself, is 1, how do I need to delegate my work? Is it my personal life? Is it my, sounds relevant. Ironically, the funny thing is that this was starting to be promoted hours ago, which I thought was super cool. But so think about it, is that where can you learn to delegate your work? Where can you learn to pass on things? Like, do you have kids and you need to like pass it on to a babysitter, or pass it on to a person that you love, or something like that? Is it you need to learn someone with promotion or bookkeeping or blah blah blah? And then the other ones, and the other thing that you need to consider is also the success and the work towards success and resistance towards work, because the 10 of Wands energy is very much like, when this card comes up, someone will be like, they have an art project, or they want to start a new job, or XYZ, and I go, that's going to be a lot of work. You just have to be able to commit to it, but know that success is there. So look up the meaning on Google, look it up in your apps, look it up anything there, and look up the 10 of Wands and the energy that's associated with it. It also, like I said, it depends on like cards that surround it. One's life's work. That's really what I associate with, unless someone like, if in a reading it comes up about their stress and they have too much already. So again, there are surrounding factors. But yeah, that's the message that really came to me today about the 10 of Wands, and I want for you guys to meditate on it, put on your altar, think how it applies to your life. How can you delegate? Maybe there's something that you need to start. Like, really think about this energy. Again, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Foxy Divine. Make sure you click that subscribe button to keep up all the witchy content. Or on Instagram, check out my podcast with Luna Hawks. We have a podcast called Fireburn Cauldron Bubble. Again, that's Fireburn Cauldron Bubble. We like a cauldron. We're on Stitcher, we're on iTunes, we're on Spotify, Apple Music. We're on a lot of different things. Just look up Fireburn Cauldron Bubble and Instagram and YouTube. But check it out. It's a witchy podcast of the magical variety. And we do all kinds of fun stuff on there. So check it out. Or check out Luna Hawks, my co-host and also dance partner. She's here right there. Her YouTube channel's awesome. Go check her out, Luna Hawks. She has other witchy content and tapping and cool stuff like that. Yeah, and if you guys want to book a reading, let me know. I have availability. I'm booked until, I don't think I have an opening until Saturday. And then, yeah, it's about Saturday. And then I have 1 or 2 on Monday. So if you guys want to book, I'd book now. Otherwise, I'm booking into next week. We can check that out. Again, I do 4K footage like this, or on the phone, live coaching, emails, you name it. I have readings of all varieties. So thank you guys for joining with me. Those are the meditation prompts that I want you guys to think about. Really try to apply to your life. I'll be here again next week, again, for another episode of Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. I don't know what we're going to talk about because I meditate and we're going to find out. And that's kind of the beautiful thing in this. Make sure you check out the videos that I have right there. You can look at my video list. If you click like the September pick a card, and do that. I'm curious what pile you guys will get. Will you get the obsidian, the rose quartz, the selenite? You know, which pile are you going to get? I'm super pumped to hear what you did. And report to me next week and let me know. And we will talk more about it. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. Pick up your wands, stir your cauldrons, hop on your broomstick, and have a magical day.